What's up, everybody? How you doing? Happy Tuesday. Drop down in the comment section how your Tuesday is going. It's your girl, Latoya L, and you are joining me. We are here together for another episode of Behind the Music. I am so happy and so excited to welcome you out back. Today we have a very exciting guest. We have an R&B artist. She is based in Calgary, Alberta, and she is a talented one. So talented, there is a lot of wonderful words buzzing on the streets about her. So I'm really excited to have her on today's show. It's going to be a really good one. A really good one. So I'm really excited about it. Right now in the background we are listening to Breathe. Our guest for today is featured on this track, and it's actually in collaboration with Tyreek Robinson and Kate the Chosen, two well-established artists in the Calgary scene. If you don't know about them, definitely go check them out. Hey Siri girl, hey girl. I see y'all coming in. What's up? Alright. Well, I think it's that time. We can definitely get this going. We'll get this thing going. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, our first guest goes by the name of Bkay Won. She is an R&B artist based in Calgary, Alberta, and I first saw her perform at this amazing showcase called Ship Hop. It happens quarterly, and that specific day, it was the Halloween showcase. Bkay had a performance. I believe she performed 3 songs, 2 covers, and one of the covers was like a reggae song. She absolutely slayed the stage. Confidence was on another level. It was phenomenal, and it was giving a little bit of Thames vibe as well as she was performing. So that was like nice to take in. For those that don't know, Ship Hop is one of those like really cool showcases that merges games and live performances. You can kind of think like Ballin' Out, but with live performances. So yeah, it was a really great show, and that was when I was like in awe. And since then, since I was introduced to her there, there's been a lot of people in my ear like, girl, you need to get Bkay on. You need to get her on your show. So let's do it. Hey!
Oh my God. Finally.
How are you? Welcome to Behind the Music.
Hi, Latoya. How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm good. Can you hear me? Like, does it sound proper?
Yeah, it sounds great. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
100%. 100%. Thank you for having me on.
Yes, absolutely. Like I said earlier, there's been so many people that's been like, girl, you need to get Bkay on your show. And I was like, after I saw you perform, I think it was in October, I was like, yeah, of course, like, let's do this. We need to make it happen.
Well, shout out to those people. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, you have such a big support out there, like in Calgary. Even in the comment section on the promo material, there are people from like organizations hyping you up, your friends. Like it's so great to see all the love.
Yeah. Honestly, it feels kind of unreal. I mean, even just like your friend, like someone that you're used to like showing support sometimes can feel unreal. So like, yeah, I think definitely seeing people who are like actually just, like part of the community in whatever ways, like it's, yeah, I'm like, oh, wow, this is real.
Yeah, it's real. And it's nice to see them show up, right?
Yeah.
I want to start this off by asking you what inspired you to pursue music. You've been able to build such a great fan base and support network, but what inspired you to get started in the first place?
I always say first and foremost is like just the impulse to do music. Like I think sometimes I don't really like want to, but like the big inspiration is like I always feel like I have to.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I feel like just kind of listening to that internal voice,
Absolutely. Okay, so you listened to that voice and you started taking steps. Was it about 4 years ago or how long?
I grew up like around music just because like my mom is like she doesn't like sing or perform, but like she's a huge like avid music listener. So
Yeah.
I like always, she started me off like just listening to a lot of the music that she did, and then like I had my older cousin teach me to play the piano when I was like younger, so I feel like I grew up like familiar with music. And then maybe like 4 years ago or so I started like actually taking it serious, like okay, I'm gonna try and make a beat, or like I'll try and like work with somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. And you've been doing just that. I don't know if you've had goals or if things have just been flowing, but you've been on so many collaboration tracks. You've gotten to perform at some incredible locations like Stampede and Ethic Calgary, Ethic Fest.
Yeah,
Can you talk to us a little bit about some of these like major accomplishments?
I feel like those things just happened, and like I didn't realize how big it was until after. Because for me, I was just like, I'm just trying to get gigs. And like performing at Ethnic Fest was actually it was my first paid gig. So like I don't know, going from just taking myself very like casual and just doing like whatever, and going to Ethnic Fest where like they were actually like we would like to bring you on this stage, and like there was also a meaning behind it as well. Like that was, yeah, like the first time that they had a lot of like artists of color perform at Stampede in like that kind of setting. So even that, I was like, this is actually even like it's, yeah, like I don't know, yeah. So I feel like those kind of opportunities was just, I don't know, being at the right place at the right time, being willing to try. And you know I just accepted all of those things, like, yeah, sure, I can perform at this, sure.
Yeah. Those are big deals, and like also representing, like you said, it's Calgary Stampede. That was one of the first major performances where they're just amplifying black artists. It was
Yeah,
specifically black artists, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's incredible, and I'm glad you were able to be a part of that. And then Ethic Fest, they have been doing their things, representing the Black communities out there in Calgary, and it's been phenomenal. So it must have been like a little bit historic for you to be a part of that.
Yeah, yeah, I was like, actually, when I think about it, it really is. Like sometimes it feels like, oh, I don't know, like your mind can really process it sometimes when it's happening. But I'm like, yeah, it is like a part of history now that like all just like all it took was just a couple of us coming together and trying to, yeah, just put like black faces,
Yeah.
voices, culture, like on that stage, yeah, and give it a shot.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Well, congratulations on all of that. I feel like within the last 4 years, and even just to solidify gigs like that, your confidence must have soared so rapidly within the last 4 years. Can you take us back to a time where you felt like you were on stage but not as confident compared to now, how you like own it?
I think you know what, there's even video evidence of like my most reserved performance probably. But like around, I think like with music is always been like a, it's like ebbs and flows kind of journey. So there were times even when I was much younger, like being inquired, that I was really active like musically. But then when I kind of was on my own in Canada and I came here, I didn't really like delve into that. So like during the pandemic, so at some point, or they had like when we had just started going outside a little bit, like Koi,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly, they used to have their, like, I don't know if it was weekly, but I just,
open mics. It was
yeah,
open mic. Yeah, they happen pretty frequently. I'm not sure if it was weekly either, but yeah, they're legendary.
yeah, yeah, shout out to Koi. Yeah, and their fries were so good. And I went there with my friend because I was too shy to invite anybody else. But I was like, I'm actually gonna like try and go perform. I just downloaded like the soundtrack, which wasn't even really the soundtrack for a Miguel song. And
Oh, do you mind? Sorry, do you mind just rewinding? You said something before your hands in your pocket and the audio drops. Do you mind just like repeating yourself there?
Oh, sorry about that. I think yeah, I had a call come in. But I said like that performance when I just went with a friend of mine because I was like too shy to invite anybody else. Like I went to Koi, I had my hands in my pockets like throughout the whole time. I was not really trying to make eye contact with anybody at all. And yeah, I feel like I don't know, just doing it more, I would say, like it became less and less scary. Like I still always get nervous, but like now it's not like in that way that I want to just stand there and put my hands in my pockets. Like I feel like it's the feeling is just different now. Although
Yeah,
the
like I said, when I saw you perform at Ship Hop, like your confidence was through the roof. You were like staring at people, you were pointing at people, like you were taking over the stage. It was so good. It was so good.
thank
Yeah,
you.
I thought you killed it. So it's so nice to see how much you've been able to progress in terms of your stage performance and just the way you take it over. But also, like I feel like the Calgary atmosphere and like the Calgary live music scene allows you to develop that rapidly.
Yeah, yeah, I would say so. Like having things like Tribe Artist Society, like for me, like I'm a regular Monday rap night person. So and for anyone who doesn't know what that is, every week at the Art Commons, the Tribe Artist Society hosts Monday rap nights where they just, have different people come and like freestyle, get together, have community, sober space, for yeah. So I think having those kind of spaces, them, the alcove, third verse, like, and more and so on and so forth, like it does give you that chance to like go at your own pace and to develop your confidence to quickly start working with people and like find your own voice. So that's like, yeah, that's really cool. And I think it's like, yeah, it's something I'm very grateful.
Yeah. And you've been able to also find community, just like people to hang out with through those spaces as
Yeah,
well. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's a bonus. You get to make friends. So yeah, yeah, it's really been great.
Okay, so you just mentioned an organization slash company that was really important, especially to you. You mentioned Third Verse, and I know there you are a part of their artist residency. For those that don't know, Third Verse is a recording studio based in Calgary, Alberta. Can you tell us a little bit about the artist residency that you're a part of?
Yes, shout out to Third Verse. But basically, the residency I have has been going on for about a year now, and it's just basically been an opportunity for me and Third Verse to kind of like collaborate on a specific project. So it's actually an EP for me. It has 7 tracks. So I would say that's pretty loaded for someone who has like only been here and there on singles and all of that and features. So yeah, so basically for the length of the residency, like I get to record a lot of my material at Third Verse, and like they give me some of their resources, like I'm working with Chef Beats on the EP, and we also have some, yeah, like other people coming in on instrumentals, OG Spaceman, like just, yeah, different stuff going on. So that is to say anyways that yeah, like Third Verse is kind of like backing me like to produce this, this whole project, make it like come to life. And I think it's really cool because it's like, someone actually like investing in you and giving you space to like record. I think like it means a lot for like a, like upcoming artists. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And the EP is called Back to One.
Back to
We're
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that was going to be my next question about your EP. But before we jump, does Third Verse also help you get gigs and like interviews and stuff?
Yeah, they do. So, Third Verse has connected me with some opportunities. Like I know I had a performance at the Mahogany, it was organized by the Mahogany Homeowners Association, and it was kind of like, yeah, far out there, Mahogany, like, but yeah, so that was one opportunity I got through Third Verse or Ethnic Fest. and yeah, a couple other things. So they definitely, like, when they see that there's like an opportunity, they always send it my way, and like 90% of the time I'm like yes. So
You're like, yes, I have goals.
like
Yes,
yeah.
I'm serious. So,
Mhm.
yes,
Yeah,
let's go. Let's do it.
let's do.
I love it. I love it. And so part of that goal list is obviously to complete this EP. Back to one, as you were saying, girl. What can we expect from this EP?
Hmm. I think you can expect the unexpected.
Okay.
But like, yeah, I think you can expect like fresh sounds, you can expect me sounding very different on different tracks. Like, I think for something that's like just 7 tracks, I think it has a lot of I don't know, just like variation. It has like different moods, different vibes, different energies in, like each of the songs. And I think you can also expect I'll say some good lyrics and stories in there. So yeah, I think you can expect something that's like feels like a short snippet of a soundscape, like a little story, a little, yeah, like yeah.
Okay, and so genre-wise or sonically, what can we expect there? Because like I feel like right now you're in your R&B slash rap era, but then when I listened to your entire catalog, I heard some like EDM, just instrumentation. So I'm curious, is it all being fused into your EP, or is it just sound like what is it gonna sound like?
That EDM things all chef, but I think I also do like some pretty like, yeah, like fusing electronic sounds with other stuff that I'm doing. But I would say, yeah, mostly it's the EP is like very hip hop, R&B, afro-fusion, electronic, you soup all together basically. So yeah, there's definitely some like, yeah, like very like electro kind of like like, I guess the beats for some of them, you can definitely hear that a little bit. But yeah, yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be like R&B, rap, Afrofusion vibes. That's good. I want to ask if you can give us a comparison, but to be honest,
Hmm.
it's okay if you can't think of any. What I really want to know is like, are there any of your inspirations, like any of the artists that you get inspired by, have they influenced the direction of this album?
Yes, I'll say there's been a couple. Like on this project, like I made a playlist because like I usually when I'm making music, I don't like to use reference tracks, but it's just something that like it helps to kind of just inform your process. So I was forced to kind of like okay, make a playlist, like who are people that you like, or like what's something that stands out to you that you think you're trying to like make something that goes in that direction, or like, yeah. So I would say like for this project, definitely Lil Sims, in terms of like I don't know, just vocal delivery, storytelling. Like that was like someone that I had. And like Amare, like I think Amare is like an artist who is has that crossover between being like Afro and also I guess like hip hop R&B, because she grew up in Atlanta. So like, but she's also a Ghanaian. Like I don't know, like you can just hear that fusion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she
Yeah.
was definitely someone that there was a point where I also was like getting into like a little bit of a jazzy vibe, and I like Willow, actually, like Willow Smith, and she has like a new album called Empathogen, and like I was just like with some of the instrumentals and like some of her vocal inflections. So like it's like, yeah, a bit all over the place with those people. I'm sure there's many like artists I'm also leaving out, because I think basically anything I'm listening to kind of inspires me. So there's probably people I can't even think of right now, but those are definitely some that were on the list.
Okay, well, you just listed some amazing artists there, so I'm excited. Even just like once you started describing the EP, I was like, okay, girl. Let me know when it drops
No.
because I'm here. I'm here to
Yeah,
support. Sounds great.
yeah, it's gonna be out sooner than you think. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah, we're striving for like, the summer or so. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. So all of y'all watching now and the replay, make sure to give her a follow. Stay in the know so you don't miss the drop.
Thank you for having me. And shout
Yeah.
out to the music podcast.
Hey, appreciate you. Okay, so for those who are tuning in and just getting introduced to you, where can they find you and what is the best place for them to support you and your music?
The best place to support any artist, I'll say, is in person, honestly. But if you want to follow me and know where I am going to be and what I am working on, my Instagram is great. It's just Bkay Won. So that's Bkay and then WON. And yeah, I'm always posting about what I'm doing. And yeah, I'll, my performances, my projects, features, community stuff or whatever, anything, can definitely follow me on there.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, thank you again for joining us. Y'all better go follow her and follow her on your favorite streaming platform as well. This concludes. This is the end of today's episode. I just want to thank everybody for joining us live and everybody watching the replay. We appreciate every single one of y'all. And we'll see you we'll see you next time. We'll see you
Exactly.
next time.
Yeah. Thank
Next
you.
episode.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more conversations with artists in Canada.